Persona 5 Strikers keeps the essence of the original alive while shifting to thrilling real-time combat that feels smooth and rewarding. The Phantom Thieves return with flair, witty banter, and genuine emotion, making every interaction engaging. The art direction and music create an atmosphere that's stylish and full of energy, enhancing each encounter. It's an exciting road trip adventure that balances action, humor, and heartfelt moments, proving that even outside their usual setting, the Phantom Thieves still know how to steal the spotlight.
Joker.
Monster Hunter Rise is a fantastic entry in the series that feels both approachable and rewarding. The combat is sharp and responsive, letting each weapon stand out with its own personality. The Wirebug system adds mobility that makes fights more dynamic without feeling overwhelming. Hunts are exciting, whether taking on a quick solo mission or teaming up with others online. The variety of monsters keeps things fresh and encourages experimentation. It's the kind of game that hooks you in with its challenge but keeps you coming back. Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen stands out as a bold and ambitious action RPG that rewards experimentation and curiosity. The pawn system adds a clever layer of strategy, allowing players to shape a party that feels distinct and reactive. Combat feels weighty and satisfying, especially when climbing towering creatures mid-fight. The world carries a sense of danger and discovery at every turn, filled with secrets, strange encounters, and rewarding challenges that make each journey feel unpredictable and worth revisiting. Sentinels Aegis Rim hooks with its layered sci-fi narrative and bold time-hopping structure. Each character's story interlocks in a way that keeps the mind engaged and curious. The hand-painted visuals glow with warmth, and the real-time strategy battles feel satisfying without being overwhelming. The pacing rewards patience, gradually revealing a grand, intricate plot. It's a game that respects intelligence and rewards attention with moments of awe and deep reflection. A standout for fans of storytelling in games.
Fallen Prince shall rise again. Ring of Legend.
Unicorn Overlord stands out with its striking hand-drawn art style and deep tactical gameplay. Every battle feels rewarding, thanks to its layered strategy and diverse unit customization. The world bursts with color, personality, and purpose, keeping exploration exciting and meaningful. Voice acting and music enhance the immersive fantasy setting, while pacing feels just right for both casual sessions and long playthroughs. A bold and refreshing tactical RPG that captures attention and keeps it with style and substance.
Or even years, but I shall see the duties.
Dredge casts players into eerie waters where fishing becomes a tense, shadowy task. The calm daylight is deceiving, giving way to creeping horrors once night falls. With clever resource management and a creeping sense of dread, each trip into the fog builds suspense. The art direction is moody, the sound design adds weight, and the progression feels rewarding. There's something strangely satisfying about upgrading a boat while uncovering strange mysteries at sea. For anyone craving slow burn suspense with a dark twist, this is worth the voyage. Transformation takes center stage in Monster Boy and the Cursed Kingdom. The young protagonist shifts between animal forms to overcome challenges throughout a richly detailed fantasy realm under a dark spell. Gameplay maintains excellent rhythm as puzzles and combat interweave naturally, demanding adaptability without ever overwhelming. Concealed collectibles and gear enhancements scattered across vast regions invite dedicated exploration. Gorgeous hand-painted visuals alongside a sweeping orchestral score elevate the atmosphere perfectly. Pepper Grinder is a fast-paced thrill ride packed with momentum-based action and clever level design. The drill mechanic is incredibly satisfying, creating an addictive loop of digging, launching, and collecting treasure. Its colorful pixel art pops with energy, and the soundtrack matches the game's quick tempo. Precision platforming mixed with inventive enemy encounters keeps things fresh across every stage. For fans of kinetic arcade-style adventures, it's an absolute gem that hooks hard and doesn't let go. Volgarr the Viking II brings back the brutal challenge fans crave, with brutal combat and pinpoint precision. Its retro visuals strike hard with bold design, and the soundtrack hammers home the old-school intensity. Each level demands focus and skill, rewarding mastery with a real sense of triumph. The controls are sharp, the pacing relentless, and the boss battles hit with satisfying weight. For those seeking raw, satisfying action in a side-scroller, this sequel stands tall, proud, and gloriously unrelenting. Echo Generation is a nostalgic adventure with heart. Its pixel art carries a cozy, retro vibe, while turn-based battles stay engaging through creative enemy designs and clever timing mechanics. The story leans into small-town mystery, childhood friendship, and quiet humor, making each chapter enjoyable to follow. Exploration rewards curiosity, music sets a warm tone, and progression stays satisfying. A lovely throwback that respects classic RPG roots while keeping things fresh, memorable, and easy to recommend. It leaves a warm smile long after play. Kemono Heroes is a delightful mix of fast-paced action and platforming, packaged in a lovely pixel art style inspired by Japanese mythology. The game allows you to play as one of 4 distinct animal warriors, each with their own set of powers, making it ideal for both solo and cooperative play. Combat is smooth, with tight controls and rewarding strikes, and the level design keeps things interesting with unique difficulties. The combination of traditional arcade feelings and current polish creates a pleasant, replayable journey. Fans of retro-style action games will find much to like here. G.I. Joe: Wrath of COBRA is a thrilling action game with engaging combat and a solid storyline. The variety of playable characters and their unique abilities add depth and strategy to the missions. Controls are responsive, making gameplay smooth and enjoyable. Levels are designed with great attention to detail, creating an immersive setting that keeps players hooked. The mix of stealth and action elements keeps the pace exciting, making this a rewarding challenge for those who love tactical gameplay. Steel meets Shade in SHINOBI Art of Vengeance. A lone ninja seeks retribution across dangerous lands filled with ruthless enemies and lethal traps. Combat demands sharp reflexes and deliberate positioning while sustaining a satisfying rhythm between tension and release. Hidden pathways and unlockable fighting techniques provide strong motivation to revisit earlier stages. Striking hand-drawn environments paired with an atmospheric musical score reinforce every moment. This is a carefully constructed action title that rewards patience and growing mastery. Nine Years of Shadows is a thoughtfully designed game that invites players into a mysterious world filled with dark secrets and intense moments. The gameplay is engaging, combining strategic thinking with stealth elements that keep the tension alive. Visuals and sound design create an eerie atmosphere that complements the story well. Puzzle-solving challenges add depth, requiring careful observation and patience. This title provides a satisfying challenge for those who enjoy atmospheric storytelling and tactical gameplay. LunarLux is a vibrant mix of turn-based combat and retro-inspired visuals, wrapped in a futuristic sci-fi setting. Its story, centered around saving humanity on the moon, flows with personality and purpose. Combat mechanics feel engaging, with satisfying timing-based attacks and unique skills to master. Characters have depth, humor, and style that add warmth to the adventure. The pixel art pops with color, and the soundtrack sets the perfect tone. There's a clear sense of passion behind every detail, making it a joy to explore and replay. Tactics is an epic adventure in which Naru, a mystery hero, must preserve the dream world from the Pillow Legions and avoid its destruction. With over 100 cards at your disposal, you may perform devastating combinations against foes. Each character can play numerous cards every round, and each turn brings a new hand of cards. Strategic inventory management is essential, so equip your characters properly. You'll meet a variety of pals along the journey, each with their own set of cards, which will give complexity to your approach. Mail Time is a charming, cottage-style adventure set in a serene forest. As a mail scout, you must deliver letters and goods around the Grumblewood Grove, explore bright and quirky surroundings, leap across flower fields, and climb tall trees. Customize your scout with over 46,000 permutations and earn badges to improve your flying skills. Explore 8 unique locations, including wooded settlements, wetlands, and farmland. The game is user-friendly with no time constraints or pressure, enabling players to explore at their own speed. One Lonely Outpost creates a calm, rewarding rhythm of exploration and building. With its retro sci-fi art style and laid-back pacing, there's something deeply satisfying about turning a barren planet into a thriving colony. Farming, mining, and connecting with settlers all feel purposeful without being overwhelming. The gradual sense of progress keeps things engaging, while small discoveries add depth to the world. A thoughtful game that rewards patience and curiosity with quiet progress and a strong sense of atmosphere. Abathor feels like stepping into an arcade-era reborn, with pixel art that radiates energy and a soundtrack that keeps the action moving at full force. Combat is straightforward yet satisfying, giving each stage a sense of weight and rhythm. The challenge balances fairness with intensity, rewarding persistence while never feeling cheap. Local multiplayer adds an exciting layer of chaos, perfect for short bursts or long sessions. As a retro-inspired adventure, it carries a strong sense of fun that makes coming back again and again worthwhile.
So I sneaked out to explore.
Quiet moments carry unexpected weight in Stars in the Trash. The central character moves through a small urban landscape shaped by personal struggles and fragile bonds. Each interaction builds naturally into a contemplative rhythm that balances dialogue with gentle decision-making. Alternate story paths and missable conversations reward those who revisit the narrative from different angles. Soft pixel art design and a tender soundtrack create an atmosphere that deepens every scene. This understated title earns its place as a thoughtful and complete work.
What if I can...
Wizordum is a love letter to classic spell-slinging action, with fast combat and clever level layouts that reward curiosity. Combat stays punchy thanks to responsive controls, while secret paths and hidden upgrades keep progress exciting. The retro look supports clear readability during hectic fights, and the soundtrack keeps momentum high without distraction. Enemy variety pushes smart positioning, and boss battles test timing and spell choice in satisfying ways. Replay value stays strong as mastery grows, runs smoothly, and respects player skill. Turok 3 Shadow of Oblivion feels like a strong return to classic shooters while modern updates make it more approachable. The remaster upgrades the visuals with sharper detail and smoother performance, breathing new life into the dark environments and intense combat. Weapon variety keeps encounters exciting, and the dual protagonists give extra depth to the campaign. Smart level design and improved controls make revisiting this game worthwhile. As a remaster, it stands as a testament to how timeless gameplay can still feel engaging today.
Whether you choose
Operation Tango is a refreshing take on co-op gaming, built entirely around trust and communication. One player takes on the role of a field agent while the other handles hacking, and the way the two perspectives interact makes every mission feel unique. The puzzles are clever without being frustrating, and the humor sprinkled into the dialogue keeps things light. It really shines when both players lean into the teamwork, turning each mission into a series of fun, problem-solving moments that feel rewarding to pull off together. Shadow of the Orient is a stunning blend of traditional side-scrolling gameplay and gorgeous, Eastern-inspired visuals. The pixel graphics is gorgeous, and the movements are smooth, making each sword stroke and movement rewarding. Combat is straightforward but interesting, rewarding exact timing and strategy. The ambient soundtrack heightens the sense of adventure, drawing you into the mythical realm. Exploration is rewarding, with hidden mysteries and improvements to be discovered. While the experience is brief, each minute is full with charm and movement, a must-play for fans of retro-inspired indie games. Satryn DX bursts with retro energy, capturing the essence of old-school arcade chaos with a modern spark. The gameplay hits fast and hard, throwing players into intense arenas packed with neon enemies and pulsating synth beats. Every round feels fresh thanks to sharp controls, random enemy waves, and quick restarts that keep the adrenaline pumping. The visuals pop with vibrant pixel art, and the soundtrack perfectly matches the pace. It's a pure score-chasing experience that rewards skill, precision, and quick reflexes. Outer Space gets a mechanical twist in Uncle Chop's rocket shop. The titular character runs a galactic repair station where broken spacecraft arrive with increasingly complex problems to diagnose and fix. The gameplay loop builds a steady cadence of inspection and problem-solving that grows more demanding without ever feeling unfair. Upgradable tools and expanding workshop options keep each session feeling distinct from the last. Colorful retro-inspired visuals and upbeat audio complement the lighthearted tone throughout. This inventive title brings together charm and substance in equal measure. Jinshin is an exciting JRPG set in an ancient fantasy world where kami deities live with humans. Mikazuchi, a great swordsman, teams up with the Amaterasu clan to save his tutor from Onigami Ichigan, a formidable force. The game requires players to utilize their strategic abilities to execute great formations, collect ingredients for extraordinary equipment, unlock mysterious kami arts, and uncover magical arts from the Tsukumo kami. Players must also use strategic instructions to improve their town in order to win prizes and learn new crafting methods. Fairy Elements unfolds with a light RPG touch, featuring a familiar yet satisfying battle system and a nostalgic pixel art style. The story keeps a steady pace, supported by solid character interactions and a nice balance of humor and drama. Its upgrade mechanics and crafting loop are straightforward, making progression easy to enjoy. The retro soundtrack enhances each moment without overwhelming. A laid-back adventure that keeps things simple while scratching that classic role-playing itch just enough to make it worth the journey. Ambition Record is a turn-based RPG that feels like a love letter to classic adventures while still adding its own charm. The story moves at a steady pace, with enough twists to keep things interesting without dragging on. Battles are straightforward but engaging, and there's a good balance between strategy and accessibility. The pixel art and music give it a nostalgic feel that's easy to enjoy. It's not about reinventing the genre, but about giving players a dependable, well-crafted journey that's satisfying from beginning to end. Justice Chronicles is a classic-style RPG that feels like a love letter to old-school adventures. The story is engaging with a mix of heartfelt moments and sharp twists that keep the pace moving. Combat is straightforward but adds depth with unique skills and crafting options that make battles more than just grinding. The pixel art and character designs give it a timeless charm, and the soundtrack fits every scene perfectly. It's the kind of game that rewards patience and curiosity, making each hour feel well spent for anyone who enjoys traditional role-playing.